Welcome to Yoga Sharpen. This is a free beginner's yoga workout from Yoga Boost 1.0, which is one of our most popular yoga programs. We have since revamped and refilmed this workout and released Yoga Boost 2.0, but this is still one of our favorites. This video will show you the first half of the workout, so get ready for a fun 10-minute yoga session. To get the whole workout for free, just stick around till the end of the video or follow the link in the description. Let's get started.
Hey guys, it's Dean and welcome to Yoga Sharpen. Now we called it Yoga Sharpen because this workout is all about sharpening your skills. This workout emphasizes the foundations of yoga, so getting back to the basic movements involved. And we're focusing on this because if you learn the basics, you can master everything else. So come back to this workout as often as you need to continually work on and improve the foundations. You can use these to apply them to any type of fitness that you do. We're gonna use a block today to help bring the ground up to you. So again, you can focus on what really matters, the technique, instead of how deep you're getting into these poses. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with your block. Bring your feet together and then place your block straight in front of your feet. Toes touching, heels about an inch apart. We're gonna move slowly through this workout. So if you get tired, you can take a knee down or take both knees down. Palms facing forward, pressing the top of your head up toward the ceiling, turning, again, the palms to face forward, opening the chest, pinning your shoulder blades into your back. Breathing here, exhaling to relax the shoulders. Inhale your arms up, exhale and bend the knees, push your butt back, bring the arms out wide, and bring your chest toward your thighs. Using your hands on the block so that you don't have to worry about bending the knees so much to get your hands to the ground. Remember, you've got 3 settings to this block. 1, 2, 3. So use whichever one is appropriate for you. And then when you're down here, relax your neck. Just hang really heavy. Again, keep the core active so you're working on stretching your lower back instead of just hanging down. So there's a little bit of activeness involved in this. Feeling a stretch all the way from the base of your spine to the top of your head. From here into half lift. Bend the knees, pull your chest forward, flatten out your back. So your upper body is parallel to the ground. Your chin is reaching toward your throat. The back of your neck is pushing up toward the ceiling, and you should be able to see your chest in the bottom of your view. Stretching the backs of your legs, core engagement, lower back engaged, head pressing forward. Go ahead and release down. Look behind you, all the way back. And this half lift to forward fold motion helps you get deeper into your hamstrings. So get a better stretch for your legs and ultimately more lower back pain relief. Drop your butt down, pull your chest forward, and then from here, step back to a low lunge. Left foot back, right foot over the ankle in the front foot. Now I've got the block here just to help me use my hands so I don't have to put all the weight into my legs if I get tired. So again, knee over the ankle, back leg straight, hips square to the front. This is a runner's lunge, and this is something that you'll encounter in every workout in this DVD. And it's also a foundation of any lunge. So focus here, stretch in the front hip, back, the front leg working, glute engaged in the front leg. From here, step back up and switch sides. Taking your right foot to the back now, hip squared to the front, knee over the ankle. Using that block just inside the left foot to help if you need that extra support, if your legs are getting tired. Back leg stays straight. So again, feeling the stretch, front hip, strengthening the front leg. And this is great because this is helping to strengthen your lower body, which if you have back pain, We want to eliminate that. So strengthening these muscles helps to draw pressure away from the lower back, and stretching the front of your hip, also important for drawing away pressure from the lower back. Let's go ahead and stand up from here, back to standing. And then from here, we're gonna move into a plank. So bringing your knees down. And before we lower the hands down, working on the technique with your arms. Turn your palms to face forward, just like we did for a mountain pose. So your chest is open and your shoulder blades are drawn in. And then without changing your shoulders, bring the arms straight out in front of you. This is how we'll do our planks. Now, however you can, however awkwardly it has to be, lower your hands to the ground. Don't change your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Walk your knees back. Stack your shoulders on top of your hands. Lift your belly button so your core is engaged. And then tuck the toes, lift your knees. This is your plank. So you'll feel your chest, your arms, and your back working here. Not just the arms, not just the chest, but everything in your upper body. Notice also that I'm keeping my legs lifted. So I'm not letting my knees sink down, not hiking my hips up, but keeping them down, keeping them level with my upper body, so that I'm feeling this through my whole body and also properly engaging the core. All right, go ahead and lower the knees down, untuck the back feet, and then lower down all the way onto your chest. And from here, moving into Cobra. So legs squeezing together, thighs internally rotated, so all 10 toes are on the ground. Knees lifted, engaging your thighs, pressing your pubic bone and your abdomen into the floor to engage your core. And then with all of that, just using your lower body and your core strength to lift your chest a couple inches off the ground. Pull the shoulders up, back, and down to engage your back, and open your chest. So this is strengthening your lower back. This is opening your chest, creating length in your neck, pushing your head forward and lifting. This is strengthening all the muscles in your back, your glutes, your hamstrings, your thighs. And then go ahead and release down and take it back to a tabletop. And from here, we're gonna use this as a launching point for down dog. Bring your right hand and your left hand out and up just a little bit. Turn your index finger to face straight forward or slightly out. Pin your shoulder blades into your back. So that same thing we did for the plank, do that again here. And then bring your knees about hip width distant. Tuck the toes, shift your butt back. And this, we're gonna focus here on core engagement before we go into down dog. So take care to make sure that all the muscles in the front of your stomach, from just behind your pubic bone up to your sternum, are active. Lengthen your neck forward. Make sure that your shoulder blades are pinned into your back, so you're not doing this with your arms, not bringing your shoulders in front of your body, but keeping them on either side of your chest or on your back. And then from here, lifting the knees, pushing your butt up and back away from your hands, and relaxing the neck. So notice that I'm bending my knees. I'm focusing here on straightening from my hands to my hips, because that's what's going to get me a lower back stretch. If you're rounding your back like this and kind of making a U shape with your body, you're missing out on down dog. So remember, bend the knees, push the butt up and back, focus on a flat lower back, and then everything else will fall into place. And then relaxing the knees, pushing your heels down toward the floor. Using your exhale to go deeper here. So now I'm feeling a stretch for the lower back, the hamstrings, the calves, and also working my upper body to hold my body weight up. Go ahead and relax the knees down, back to tabletop. And from here, we're going to work on your knee to elbow and your knee to nose technique. So hands planted right under your shoulders, knees hip width distant. Kick your right leg straight back, heel pressing toward the wall behind you, toes reaching toward your shin. Lift your belly button to engage your core, making your back flat. And then as you exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. Kick it back out. Inhaling as you do that. Exhaling, knee toward your nose. Doesn't have to touch, just bring it toward it. Back up. And then step your foot up between your hands. If it doesn't get there, just use your right hand and step it up for your foot. From here, we're gonna move into a high lunge. We'll start with the low lunge. Bring the arms up overhead. Notice how the hips are squared. I'm pressing down through my right heel, keeping this leg active, feeling the stretch through the front of my left hip. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Tuck your back toes, and without changing your front leg, without changing your core, without changing your arms, lift the back knee. This is hard. This is a difficult balance posture. It's also hard on the front of your hip. It takes a lot of flexibility. So if you're struggling here, that's good. Go ahead and relax the back knee down slowly. Nice job. Untuck, take it back to tabletop. I'm gonna do that one more time on the opposite side. So start with the leg back, heel pressing back, toes reaching toward you, belly button lifted, knee to elbow. Lift back up. Inhaling as you do that. Exhaling, knee toward your nose. Doesn't have to touch, just bring it toward it. Back up. Exhale, step it up. Low lunge. Hips squared, shoulders stacked on the hips, tailbone reaching down, core engaged. Keep the knee over the ankle and the front foot. Tuck the back toes. Now, if this was really difficult before and the distance between your feet is the same, bring the foot up a little bit more. Now, lift the knee, bring the arms up, straighten the leg as much as you care to. Feeling the stretch to the front of the hip, making sure there's no lower back pain, reaching the tailbone down. And this is difficult because there's balance involved. And if your auxiliary muscles aren't strong, if they're not used to activating, that's what this is doing. That shaking is forcing them to work. And then take the knee back down, untuck the back foot, and then take it back into tabletop. Now, balance is really important, even if you're not an athlete, because that helps to develop core strength. And that's what helps to relieve lower back pain, which is a problem for lots of people.